Warm brown and shades of pink. That's today's theme. Now I want a really bright brow bone, so I'm gonna grab this concealer, but I don't always trust concealers where I have friction. It's just something to note. There's really no right or wrong. I always say if it's working for you, don't worry about it. But for me, most concealers, they don't handle the friction of my eye blinking, so I don't put them where I have the friction. But I do want to carve this out and brighten up my brow bone. I'll use this as a base instead. I'm already gonna have the warmth that I'm after. I'm actually gonna use that same brush, which I did wipe off with Sheila. And I'm gonna take this. And these pressing motions are gonna keep it really true to color. A lot of buffing can sometimes overblend, which then makes the color a little bit more gray, a little bit more dull, or even patchy. So just using a dense brush with this cream shadow right now is gonna give us a really nice warm base. Switching to an E28, this one's gonna be flatter. And this really lends itself to the pressing motions that I do. Don't worry about your lid space. In fact, if you're not sure, focus that shadow there, then bring it up. Because sometimes we're not sure how much shadow we picked up, so we can take it really far up, and it's a lot easier to fix the lid space than it is the brow bone. Also, don't do that. Be mindful. I added a little bit more. I always start in the socket, and then I'm just gonna transition it upwards. Same brush, I just wiped it off. We're gonna pick up about that much, and that's actually a pink. I hope my camera's picking it up. Yeah, you can see that that is pink. That is a really true white. We're gonna take the pink and press that on our brow bone. Now this shade and this shade, same E28, I'm gonna place that out here. Look at that pigment. I'm gonna take a white eyeshadow base, but you could definitely use a white eye pencil, whatever you have, and I'm only going to apply it to about right, wait a minute, wait for it. About right there. Now, if we are not getting this base super thin and evened out, we're gonna run the risk of creasing, and we just don't want that. We don't have to put up with it. So I'm even gonna take my brush, wipe it off, and go back in one more time to make sure that, ooh, get in focus, to make sure that it's nice and evened out. Now I'm gonna grab this super white pink on an E27. That is going to go on our inner corner, and a little bit on our lid. Where'd it go? I lost it. I can't look down. I can't lose my spot. There we go. Same shade. I'm just gonna pack this to about right here. Look at this. This is gonna go in the center. I did make sure to tap this dry because you really don't want a base underneath a liquid shadow like this. Where's my C30? I keep bumping it. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ready. Let's just look at it. We do want to hustle a little bit. All I'm doing is cleaning off my C30. That way I can have more precision. There we go. Melty, melty. Remember our first warm transition shade. Place that there, grab the E28, and tap away. Ooh, this rose gold stuff got more sparkly as it dried. A lot of times that can happen. The sparkle hides in all that liquid. And then once it dries, it comes to life. I'm going to just elongate a little bit. I'm kind of starting where my eye separates. I'm getting all funky so you can see it. And just a little bit. I have a lot of real estate here right now with this tight hairdo. So I'm taking advantage of it. Now we're gonna take off our eye mask and tidy this up. Micellar water. Lashes, self-adhesive lashes. I thought the Style Rule Breaker would be nice and wispy with this. Nice. Okay. I'm wiggling it to the skin, right above my natural lashes, and then I start to clamp. But do this into a mirror, not into your phone that's filming into the mirror. There we go. Definitely in the mood for an underpaint, and I'm assuming, I haven't even tried this yet, how emollient this is. It's gonna be really nice for underpainting. And also, the C43 just works really nicely with this type of formula. Yep, just as suspected. Now, this is gonna look a little spooky, but I feel like a lot of you are kind of used to seeing my chaos at first. Oh yeah, I love the way this is pairing with the brush. Ooh, I like this formula. I'll do my Revlon Color Stay. Love this foundation. I wear, where was it, 220? This around. And we're gonna go around it, melt it in. I hope I like these About Face bronzers as much as I like them. I was gonna say I hope I like them as much at the end as I do right now. But then I got distracted with all this melty funness. Oh yeah. Then we'll go on top. I know you're curious what's gonna go on with the forehead. First it's scary, then it's still scary, but a little less scary. I'm gonna get my concealer on, and then I'm going to, wait for it, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna use it to not only brighten and kind of connect this, I'm also gonna use it as a blush primer. Okay, so I got this blended out. I was recording and then a package was delivered, and a dog may not, or may have, went a little wild. So let's finish blending this out. He's already back asleep. I'm actually not gonna worry too much about the inner corner with this concealer because we're gonna brighten with this in just a second. Now, anytime we take a light, don't you be scared. There's a rhyme and reason to this chaos. I do want to continue to brighten here. Just there. But once I blend this out, I'm gonna blend it out with a fluffier brush. I'm actually gonna grab the C41. And you have, it's just like when I use a white eyeshadow base. Anytime you can use a lighter base, it's going to enhance and even create this lit from within glow. I'm just blending this out. I'm thinking of the placement of the blush. That's exactly where I would want it. And then for this, I'm just gonna grab that C32 again and blend this out. I'm sure you know I was gonna use this color blush. This is actually one of my favorites of this version of blush. I love this color, this texture, this formula, everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that on the higher point of my cheekbone. Then I'm gonna balance it with a shade that's not quite a blush and not quite a bronzer. That's gonna go right underneath. Now for the part that really brings everything together, let's go ahead and set this under eye and this blush. I love makeup so much. It is just so fun for me. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that same powder on a C40.5, and I'm going to let this sit, and we're doing kind of a mini bake. This brush right here is a prototype, but I think I really like it. I'm taking that same shadow, and I'm just going to brighten right through here. So I want to do a glowing lip, and that starts with a really bright stain. This one's actually called Neon Rose. And I know it's blue right now, but I'm sure most of you have seen these. They peel off. Now let's go ahead and finish up underneath here. I'm going to use that same liquid shadow. This is the shade Sienna, by the way. Bring that underneath here, smudge it with an E26. So to ground the neon, in fact, this might be one of the most neon lip stains I've ever put on, and you know, I am not upset. But whenever you add kind of this mocha brown to it, it just looks so good to me. I know, art is subjective. Look, my eyeliner, my lip liner is trying to elude me. It doesn't want to commit to this, but I promise, just trust me. I actually want to bring my eyes a little bit closer together. Anytime we highlight this much, it can kind of separate the eyes. Beautiful. I love it. There's no right or wrong. But if I just add a little bit of this liner, I'm just using a brown liner. They're going to start to come back together and be a little bit more kitty cat. Last step, we're going to top it with this Queen Cosmetics gloss. This is the shade Divine Aura. Now I'm just nitpicking. I took a little bit of this blush and I just placed it right here. Whenever you use a really fluffy brush to do this, it just gives a whisper of the pigment and then it ties everything together. But don't think that we always have to connect and drape. Just a little bit of blush out here can really tie a look together. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I hope you enjoyed this paint as much as I did. You give me a bright inner corner like this and a pink cheek. Oh, and this is some of my favorite stuff all thrown on my face all together. So I know some of us might not want to wear all of it at once. Some of us do, but there's lots, I feel like there's a lot of helpful information here that can kind of take you where you want to go on your makeup journey. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you so much for being here with me. And until next time, bye for now.